So you may have heard that Splash, the creator of Roblox Doors, recently just uploaded a teaser video for Doors Floor 2. And with 1.8 million views in 5 days, we can safely say that the hype for the big update is still at large. But there's quite a bit of hidden things we can pull from this video. So let's dive right into the teaser videos and see exactly what will be coming in this next major update. Alright guys, so I haven't seen this new teaser video yet, so we're gonna react to it and see what we can find. Alright, here we go. Doors Floor 2 teaser trailer. I never thought this would be the day, but what? Eyes can move now? That's freaking crazy, dude. I'm pretty sure eyes can't teleport like that. But this is such an ominous and scary start. Okay, the elevator goes down. Wow. They put a lot of work into this video, I can tell. The animation is top notch. So a guy wakes up from the elevator crash. I see a generator over there. I can see the entrance to the mines. So Doors Floor 2, the mines coming soon. That's gonna be nice. Now that's quite a teaser, but I was able to find quite a bit of stuff that is worth mentioning about the video. So going back to the beginning of the teaser, we can obviously notice the mines, but something cool that we have to point out is that there's a bridge that can be seen leading up to another level. Now, we all know that most of the gameplay for Roblox Doors, especially from the hotel, was primarily only one floor. But with the exception of the last room encounter with Figure, of course. I mean, it's why it's called Floor 1, am I right? But regardless, the teaser of the mines does give the intention that this floor will be massive and have different floors and sections within each segment. I mean, imagine the last room where you encounter Figure, but instead of just going through that once, it's most of the game for that style of room. That's gonna be pretty wild, I'd imagine. About 5 seconds into the video, we can also notice this part of the mines being flooded with underground water, and this also does bring up some interesting topics. Would part of these mines be flooded, and would a new gameplay aspect be brought into the game, such as swimming, for example? It could honestly be a possibility. There may even be some items hiding underneath the water that we may have to keep an eye for. But do you guys hear that sound? Take a listen. Yeah, strange, isn't it? Maybe it might be a little hint at a new entity coming into the next update. The next part of the teaser goes on to show an even bigger room with some new assets such as this tan colored monument and also a cobblestone archway leading to the next room. But what's most strange is that eyes can be seen teleporting within the room and relatively quickly too. It's going to make the entity a lot more difficult to deal with compared to the current version of him that we have. And as for the last part, I did mention during the reaction about this generator model lurking in the back right corner. I'd imagine there'd be a couple of these generators that we will have to interact with in order to power on the lights deep within the mines. It would make navigating through the mines a lot more easier rather than relying on our lighters and flashlights. Also, it's pretty cool mentioning that they added these mosquito models with fangs coming out of their mouths. Now, this may not be an entity by itself, but they could help indicate if one is coming by. Now, we are going to be getting a full teaser trailer later this month, and usually with a full teaser trailer coming out, you guys already know that there may be a release date associated within the video. But listen, that's not all the hidden secrets that we've gotten so far. A couple months ago, I did miss out on the Doors Floor 2 official sneak peek video. And now, while I'm not going to be reacting to this sneak peek video because it's been out for 3 months, it does show a lot of interesting new mechanics that will come in the next update. First of which, other than showing off the alpha gameplay of the mines, on this frame, you can see the co-developer Redibles wearing a flashlight on his chest as a tool. This means we'd be able to use 2 items at once, especially when it comes to using the flashlight and the medicine bottle, just like in this screenshot. More interactable content will be added, such as pushing the wheel cart along the tracks, which may trigger specific specific events that are needed in order to progress through the mines. Oh, and yes, it seems like you can actually oof the player if they are standing in the way. But what's really interesting is that exactly 21 seconds into the sneak peek, you can notice something red glowing specifically from this gray locker. Now, we already have locker dwelling entities such as Jack and also Hide, for example, but they don't really do that much damage. But this new suspicious entity may cause a lot more damage, if not a potential game over screen, if you're not careful about which lockers you choose. We also can't fail to mention that Elsplash literally has a box of batteries on hand within his HUD. This also means that instead of batteries being instantly consumable from within the drawers, it will get turned into a portable item that you can use as needed throughout the ventures of the mines. It will surely increase the value of the batteries, as sometimes you can't even use them, especially if your flashlight is pretty full. Also, going back to the 25 seconds mark, if you guys really slow down the footage right after the first card falls down, you can notice something blue fills up the room in a quick fashion. Could this have been guiding light, respawning the card back on track in order to go the right way? It could be possible, especially since the card does end up respawning back to the beginning of the tracks. Another very tiny detail can be found at the 38 seconds mark. Just as Redibles gets hit by the cart, you can notice the light above Elsplash get slightly dimmer, indicating that something may be approaching fast. I mean, we've all seen that light mechanic happen, especially when Rush comes to the hotel, but this does seem like a different approach and would be more difficult to spot the first time. Now, big shoutouts to Cardin Hong on this one, but several people from the community was even able to obtain several model and asset leaks, especially if they are connected with or are friends with Redibles in some way. These models and assets range from small icons that could be used for the new UI to larger models that could be placed within the backgrounds, though another YouTuber by the name of Rise was also able to record and find even more assets to be coming for Floor 2. But most interestingly, they uncovered the screenshot of what appears to be yeah, literally looks like a cheese monster to me after seeing all those holes. Now, Creecraft did also mention about this on their trailer reaction video, but the YouTuber Rise also ended digging up a very interesting entity model. If we take a look, they look like octopus tentacles coming from the ground and squirming around. Many people within the community are theorizing this could actually be a new entity called the Kraken, but at this point, it's really hard to tell, but maybe it could be lurking within the flooded rooms of the mines. But it really does look like a lot more leaks are being found as the days go on, hinting that this Floor 2 update may just as well be right around the corner. Are you excited for the update? Let us know in the comments below. Smash like and subscribe if you want the update now, and we'll see you all on the next one.